This NFL Films production is a presentation of the National Football League.
Alright, so these are my really good bros, Devin and Chad. We usually go bowling every Friday night in Auburn, and we talk about football. Chad is a Raiders fan. He had really good luck a couple years ago with Derek Carr. Unfortunately, Derek Carr had an injury at the end of the year, and the Raiders' season came to an end. Devin's a Ravens fan. Lamar Jackson's lighting it up this year. He's definitely a threat to my 49ers, so I got to worry about that. And like I said, I'm a 49ers fan. And I'm a Niners fan from the 80s, but in my family, it started way before me.
Back to throw is Young. Drills it across the middle. Catch by Rice. Beats the defender on the play. Touchdown 49ers. The fifth touchdown pass of the game by Steve Young, tying him with Joe Montana for the most in Super Bowl history.
Montana trying to drive him the length of the field here with the game in the balance. 16-13, the Bengals lead. Montana back to throw. Throws over the middle. A fight gets for Rice. Rice into the 20. He's down to the 19 for a first down for the 49ers. Another brilliant catch by Jerry Rice.
1 minute left as Rice goes over the 200-yard mark in receiving.
Smith on 3rd and 3. He throws to the end zone, and a catch is made by Vernon Davis for a Niners touchdown.
What an unbelievable game by Vernon Davis. And what a great catch, because Roman Harper hits him as soon as the ball gets there. This is so good at the point of the catch for him to be able to hold on to that ball. Roman Harper times it perfectly.
So it's the weekend, Friday or Saturday. I'm playing Madden, having a couple beers. I make a good play, and I always point at the picture of my dad by my couch. It's kind of our connection we can have, even though he's not here with me anymore. So I guess you can say I'm a little bit of a 49ers fan. It's in my blood. Maybe it's like a mafia family thing. It's all about pride and respect. The 49ers were one of the first pro teams of the West Coast. In 1946, they entered pro football. In 1950, they were granted admission to the NFL. In 1970, they won their first division. 1971 was their final game at Kezar before they had head over to Candlestick Park.
This is jam-packed Kezar Stadium in San Francisco, where on January 3rd, the 49ers met the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. This game has been a long time coming for the citizens of the Golden Gate, for this is the first NFL championship in the 25-year history of the team. The 49ers had just completed their greatest season with a resounding thrashing of the feared Minnesota Vikings, and their fans flocked to this final game at ancient Kezar.
Being a 49er fan is not just about being a football fan, but it's a family tradition that's been passed on for a long time. It all started with my Uncle Rob in the old Kezar days, and I'm sure his family passed it on to him. After my Uncle Rob, he passed it on to my dad, and he's passed it on to his son, Zach. And then my dad passed it on to me. When I was a kid, I could hear my dad yelling at the TV Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. I eventually sat on the couch to see what this was all about.
I would like to be the all-time receiver.
This place is going to come apart when number 80 gets introduced.
And wide receiver, number 80, Jerry Rice.
Goes deep, he's got Rice, another touchdown!
He's amazing, he's just doing things that no one else in this league is doing.
Goes back the other way, and Rice Rice made an incredible catch. Goes down to Jerry Rice. What a catch. Gets away. He must be the greatest receiver. He's a bad man.
On the right side, Rice is there. Oh, my! A one-handed catch.
Under the 10, 40 seconds remaining. The 49ers will have to take a timeout here, and they do.
It's such a sight to watch this. It is.
This was one of the most nerve-wracking, stressful games I've ever watched in my life, but the reward at the end was so worth it. Me, my dad, my sister, my mom went to a Super Bowl party at a friend's house, and I remember my dad pacing back and forth at the 2-minute drill at the end with Joe Montana. And I was sitting, I believe, on the couch, and I couldn't handle it either, so I got up with my dad and started pacing back and forth. We were so nervous, but when Montana threw the ball to Taylor right at the end, I believe me and my dad hugged and jumped up and down. It was like the most amazing game I've ever watched.
Montana steps up, throws. Touchdown, 49ers. Taylor for the touchdown. A 10-yard pass. The 49ers have scored with 34 seconds remaining.
34 seconds away from it.
They brought Jerry Rice in motion. A couple guys followed Rice. One man was on Taylor. He ran a post pattern and Montana hit him in stride. Montana to Taylor for 10 yards, but they went 92 yards in 11 plays.
I got spoiled in the beginning. I got to see Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, which are some of the best players you will ever see. It was easy to be a fan in the beginning. You could say I was a fair weather fan. I mean, I had Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, and the mighty Steve Young to watch. And they won games, NFC championships, and Super Bowls. As time went on, me and my dad became faithfuls because we stuck with the 49ers through the rough years with Dennis Erickson, Mike Nolan, Tim Rattay, and the only thing we could really look forward to was Frank Gore rushing for about 120 yards, which was cool, don't get me wrong, but it only produced about 2 wins a year. Even though the Joe Montana and Steve Young years were over, I got to have one of my most favorite memories in my life, which was seeing a 49ers game at Candlestick Park with my dad.
Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. Love me do, I think it was, and from there it didn't take him long. Got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit and everything's alright. Don't you know? Johnny told his mama, hey mama, I'm going away. I'm gonna hit the big time, gonna be a big star someday, yeah. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. Johnny said, don't cry, mama, smiled and waved goodbye. Don't you know? Yeah, yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny made a record, went straight up to number 1. Suddenly everyone loved to hear him sing a song. Watching the world go by, surprising it goes so fast. Johnny looked around him and said, well, I made the big time at last. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Yeah. And all the world will love you just as long as you are. A shooting star. sleeping tablets by his head. Johnny's life passed him by like a warm summer day. If you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play.
Before the 7-year 49ers drought, we did have a quarterback by the name of Jeff Garcia from 2000 to 2003. He made 3 Pro Bowl appearances and took the Niners to the playoffs in 2001 and 2002. With him and Terrell Owens tearing it up, we felt like the Niners were back. Unfortunately, this would end in a couple years, and we'd have to go through about a 7-year drought.
How you doing? Will you be using some form of the West Coast offense when you start installing?
Absolutely. We will install the West Coast offense in San Francisco, the birthplace of the West Coast offense, and I'm excited about that.
Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak, and when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you, try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you and get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illin' to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not, you're gonna fear it like I showed you. The spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics the shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Listen up, but sizzle my whistle, this is the plot. Listen up, you pistols for God, Slizzle does not give a
till
fuck.
The roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Her house, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Her house, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Music is like magic. There's a certain feeling you get when you reel and you spit, and people are feeling your shit. This is your moment, and every single minute you spend trying to hold on to it, cause you may never get it again. So while you're in it, try to get as much shit as you can. And when your run is over, just admit when it's at its end. Cause I'm at the end of my wits with half the shit that gets in. I got a list, here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and Thimmy. But in this industry,
My favorite coach is Bill Walsh, but when Jim Harbaugh took over the 49ers in 2011, you felt like those old days were back, where the Niners were going to be a contender and possibly a Super Bowl champ.
Till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Her house, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Her house, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
One of my most favorite games I ever watched was with my dad, and it was the Saints against the Niners in the playoffs. Niners won right at the end with the catch 3 from Alex Smith to Vernon Davis. This time me and my dad were yelling at the TV, not because we were mad because they were losing another game, but they were winning a playoff game and going on to the NFC Championship. This was one of the last awesome games I got to watch with my dad before he passed away.
From the 14. Smith on 3rd and 3. He throws to the end zone, and a catch is made by Vernon Davis for a Niners touchdown.
Unfortunately, the Harbaugh era ended way too quick due to some politics in the office with Jed York. Some people say it was Harbaugh, other people said it was Jed York. I think it was Jed York. Harbaugh did get the 49ers to 2 NFC championships and got them to 1 Super Bowl, which they ended up losing right at the end. Unfortunately, the last game my dad got to watch before he passed away was the NFC championship game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Niners. That was the one where Sherman tipped it right at the end, and Smith on Seattle intercepted it. Kaepernick went to Crabtree I think 4 times in a row or 3 times in a row. So he had a little beef with Sherman, so he was trying to burn him, but Sherman was pretty damn good back then. He still is today, and he's on the 49ers, and he still is good. But back then, he was in his prime, and I did not like him. But I like him now because he's with the 49ers. Although Seattle is a different team now, I still want some revenge in the playoffs for me and most of all for my dad.
The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was Rome is of another day. I've been terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill, it calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there in San Francisco. Above the blue and windy sea, when I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me.
From 1971, the 49ers played 43 years at Candlestick Park. In 2013, they'd moved to their new home, which was Levi Stadium. Me, my brother-in-law Zach, and my 2 nephews John and Austin went down to Santa Clara that year and watched the 49ers take on the Chargers, primetime Saturday night. Levi Stadium's in Santa Clara, right by San Jose, which is kind of weird. They're the San Francisco 49ers, but they're pretty much by San Jose, although the San Jose 49ers sound kind of weird. It's a nice stadium. I'm not gung-ho on it, but maybe it just needs some time and history for me to like it more. I figure as time goes on and there's playoff games there and maybe some NFC championship games, this year's looking good, so who knows. I'll probably like the stadium better, but right now I'm not gung-ho on it, but I don't hate it. But I wish it was built in San Francisco because although I only went to one game at Candlestick Park, it just felt like the 49ers home. Levi's just seems like a place that's going to take a long time to get used to.
Ball.
Yeah, baby!
Nothing, San Francisco.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move your ass. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they bump. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say bitch like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me hit that blunt. Pimp C, 8 Ball, and MJG. Keep spitting that P to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these days, G. My nigga C got locked up, but these real hoes still know they got to fuck. Give a fuck, nigga, what you say. Short dog, fuck with UGK. Do you really wanna be like me? Spit game like Snoop and T.I.P. Pretty girls in the VIP, they came with Dre. They don't need ID. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Your mind is gone, your brain is blazed. You've been wide awake for the last 3 days, popping pills. It goes down for real. Don't stop.
Okay, so this was a really good game. Unfortunately, the Niners lost in overtime, and they were up big, like at the second quarter. I think it was like 21-7. But yeah, the Chargers came back in the second half and beat the 49ers in overtime. Boo! But like I said, it was a good game. But this would be Harbaugh's second to last game of the season, and he would no longer be the head coach of the 49ers after this season. Jed York would open the door and say, goodbye. I think it was Jed York, but some people, like I said, will disagree. So after Harbaugh, which the Niners were declining. They weren't, I don't think, a rebuild. There was players retiring, like Patrick Willis, Justin Smith. Alden Smith was getting in trouble, so a lot of players are starting to leave and retire, and so it wasn't a full rebuild, but I think if Harbaugh stayed, it would have been fixed a lot faster. But in 2014, Jed York fired Harbaugh, and the new coach would be porn star Ron Jeremy. Just joking. Actually, it'd be Jim Tomsula, who I believe was the defensive lineman coach, which I liked. He had a lot of energy. I just never saw him and felt him as a head coach. He would only last a year, and the new coach in 2016 would be Chip Kelly. He, I believe, coached the Eagles from 2013 to 2015, had one good season. He was also an Oregon Ducks coach. I think he was really good in college, but he did not have a good season with the 49ers, so they got rid of him, and they got rid of Trent Baalke, the manager, the general manager, which was good because I don't think Trent Baalke was the greatest general manager. So I believe Jed York knew that the 49ers fans were pissed off at him for letting Harbaugh go in 2014 and for the 49ers suck in the last couple years. So in 2017, February 6th, one day after the Super Bowl, he hired the offensive coordinator of the Falcons, Kyle Shanahan, to be the new head coach. He also hired John Lynch to be the general manager. The first year for Kyle Shanahan in 2017 was pretty rough. They went 0-9. They had Brian Hoyer from the Chicago Bears as their starting quarterback. He was benched in the sixth game for rookie C.J. Beathard. C.J. Beathard that season got their first win against, I believe, the Chicago Bears, but then he was benched. Actually, he got hurt, but he was pretty much benched for a little guy named Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo was a second-string quarterback in New England, and he was a protege of the GOAT, the great one, Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo started the last 5 games of the season, and he won every one. And I won't lie, he reminded me of Tom Brady and Joe Montana. He was calm, collective, and he got the job done. So I was excited about the 2018 season. Unfortunately, Jimmy Garoppolo came out that year not looking all that great, and then he had a season-ending injury. I did enjoy watching Nick Mullins play. I thought he was a good backup quarterback, but they only won 4 games that year, and it was very disappointing. And then the 2019 season comes, and the San Francisco 49ers defense gets really good, led by Sherman. Oh yeah, and they also get a nice draft pick.
With the second pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Nick Bosa, defensive end, Ohio State.
So Nick will play his ball out on the West Coast in Northern California, and we all know his brother plays it in Southern California.
In 2019, I feel like I'm experiencing one of the best defensive lines the NFL has ever had, and thank God it's on my team.
Yeah! Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What? Yeah! Y'all ready to play some football? Just let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go! If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. Now who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the fofo get him. I got fools that'll go get him. That's for him and Boo and the dudes that run with him.
If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
Gotta spit it for the murderers and the killers and the thugsters. They be fucking up the ballers and the dealers and the hustlers. Got me coming at you bogus in the VI while they bumping Lil Jon. I'm a Russian. It's a psycho twister from Chicago, rolling with the Miami. They're the crusher. We already be looking for drama. If a try to get into it with us, then we gotta get them. Feeling free from the torture that could never be true. I'm no penicillin. I'm telling you, trick up and steal them. Got me swinging Chrissy and Hennessy bottles in the club. And my thug homies going for your skrilla. Don't get it twisted with that overnight celebrity. You better be scared of me in my city. I'm a killer.
If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
I ain't that rapper type of right, and I ain't that actor type of right. This off ain't in my script, I'm a player. You just a square. See, once that Hennessy into me, the whole industry is my enemy. And if you ain't no kin to me or friend to me, don't pretend to be. See, I'm strictly for the thugs. I'm for the street and straight out the hood. My MO is ghetto and I don't even need the gas for you boozy cats. I'm straight out the county of Dade. 305 MIA. You ever come south for the board?
This is one of the first times I can say I actually like watching the defense better than the offense. And the offense is pretty fun to watch with Kittle, and Garoppolo, and Breida. But this defense is amazing with the sacks and fumbles and even the secondary covering receivers. Major props to Sherman for being the defensive leader and teaching all these young guys how to play ball. He came from the Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of Boom, which was one of the best defenses I've ever seen in my life. And props to Shanahan and Lynch for building up the defense through drafts. They also have done a good job with the offense. You know, there's this guy called Kittle. November 11th, 2019, me and my nephew Austin went to Levi Stadium to see the San Francisco 49ers take on the Seattle Seahawks. Niners were 8-0, and I really felt they were going to win this game. The last time I was to Levi Stadium was 5 years ago when they lost to the Chargers in overtime, and there was no way that was going to happen again. Yeah, right. All right, we made it. November 11th. Niners, Seahawks.
Let's go.
Prime time Monday Night Football. Radisson Hotel Suite. Little upgrade. Little upgrade for $45. Gets you your own room. Austin's got his own privacy too. He's got the pull-out, flat screen TVs. This is my bed. So far, nice hotel. Nice bathroom. Not bad for $250.
Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time. Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time. Such a long time. Ooh, this shit bliss, I'm so rich. Abs like Abercrombie Fitch. Millie on my Versace boxes on my dick. But like running through my piss. On a yacht, 50 meters, it's a fish. 50 carats on my fist. The roof go down when I hit switch. I'm money ball like Bradley Pitt. I work so hard for all this shit. Pumping out classics in the Batmobile, going bad shit. Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time. Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time.
9-0.
I'm in Central Pay, I had to check wrist. I just bought my girl a new necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take them all, don't matter what the price is. I said I'm sorry, mama, for my vices. You'll never understand what my life is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, I'm checking off my bucket list. You try to give advice, I don't need it. I've been doing what I want since feet. It's what you call holiday, I call another day. And I ain't never stopping, no apologies. Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time. Such a long time. I've been waiting for a long time. Such a long time. I'm in Central Pay, I had to check wrist.
You can see the second guy, there's B Ford, right next to the white shirt, and then right next to him is Bosa.
It's hard to find them
Right.
all. I just happened to see him walk out.
So now a 3rd and 10. Here's Garoppolo. With time over the middle and gets it complete to Kendrick Bourne. Garoppolo, plenty of time, and it is intercepted by Griffin. Shaquille Griffin with an impact play to open up this game as a flag is down just beyond the 50-yard line.
The quarterback still had the ball. Holding. Defense number 24. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Penalty is going to be right inside in here. It's a good call. There is a grab and restrict while the quarterback has the ball in his hands.
But Jimmy's got to throw that right now. Number 17, Emmanuel Sanders was open.
There's the slant to Sanders. Great addition. 3rd and 5. Garoppolo gets away from the pressure and incomplete off the hands of Goodwin. And he's able to punch it through. 3rd and 2. And look at the middle of that defensive line just collapse home. DJ Jones with the sack.
My goodness, just watch the center here. Let's watch number 93, DJ Jones, and watch the whooping that he puts on Joey.
Pulls it out of the gut of Coleman and then finds Samuel. Deebo Samuel, the rookie from South Carolina, with a chunk play just short of midfield. Now here's Coleman working behind Juszczyk, and with that block there goes Coleman, just gashing the Seattle defense. Traditional I formation with Breida Dotnet, 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, there's the slant again, and it's Emmanuel Sanders. See number 21 back in the game. Trey Flowers, the starting corner. 3rd down and 8. Over the middle, Garoppolo to Bourne, and he's in. And Russell gets it complete. Metcalf
playing the best football of his career.
On 2nd and 2 as he gets to the outside and gets it complete. We'll see if he makes an impact tonight. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Wilson scrambling, tucking, and then sidearms it, shuffle throws it, and it's incomplete.
That defensive line on the field, make them play a lot of snaps. We figured Seattle would do this, and here they go.
3rd down and 4. Look at this bull rush, including Fred Warner among the big guys up front, and Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator, is pumped up. And starting from inside their own 10. And he connects here with Samuel. And that is the physicality. Torn ACL last year, worked his way back, and now you see more of the rhythm. Here's 3rd and 8. Pressure, though, and he still gets it complete. And Bourne spins free and tries to get to that line of May. What a great play by Kendrick Bourne.
I can't even believe this is happening, so we'll have more when we get it.
So Lisa, 3rd down and 3. Garoppolo, look at the time on 3rd and 3 as he's calling for a receiver to come back to the ball, and it's incomplete. Gets it out quickly and gets it for a 1st down to the big rookie, the 3rd and 1. Wilson looking to convert on 3rd and 1, and it's denied. Batted down. Look here on 2nd and 7. And he is taken. Ball is out, and Clowney's got it, and Seattle's on the board. Just like that, things can change so quickly. Jaron Reed forced it out. Clowney scoop and score.
The Niners had so much momentum in this game, I thought it was going to be 27-14 or something until this play happened. Garoppolo fumbling it and Clowney running in for a touchdown. Right after that, this game got real.
San Francisco touchdown. DeForest Buckner. Great football awareness. Last week. Take the lead in yarder to tie it. 6 ticks remain. Wilson all the way back to the 25. And then downfield and gets it. Turner, who shakes free, spins again. My, oh my, Russell Wilson. First down now. Russell again extending and Hollister in stride and muscling his way. Wilson pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Trey Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front, Trey Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this? Russell Wilson throws the pick.
Last season, Nick Mullins beat the Seahawks at Levi Stadium, and it was the first time the 49ers have beat the Seahawks in like 6 years, and it was at home. It was an awesome game. Sherman celebrated, but this one I wanted so bad. I'm not going to show any more clips because at that play, when they intercepted it, I thought the Niners were going to win for sure. The fill-in kicker, he made a really good field goal kick to have them go to overtime, but he shanked the game-winning field goal kick in overtime, and it went down the tunnel, and Russell Wilson ended up taking them down the field with his scrambling skills, and they won. But it was one hell of a game. Me and Austin had a blast. It was probably one of the best games. It's all over ESPN this year. That is one of the best games so far to watch. It was like a playoff game. But still, I would love to beat the Seahawks again in an important game like this. So I'm worried they're going to stop the Niners. Niners are now second place in the division. The Seahawks are first, and I'm worried the Niners have to go to Seattle and play the Seahawks. You know, they're going to probably be a wild card team. We'll see. We've still got 4 more games to go, but they'll probably be a wild card team and have to go to Seattle and play the Seahawks in Seattle, which is very hard to win games up there. And I'm worried once again the Seattle Seahawks will stop the 49ers, and I've wanted revenge on them since my dad was alive. But this was one hell of a game, and they're going to see the Seahawks in Seattle at the end of the year, and they're going to see the Seahawks probably, if they go deep in the playoffs, in Seattle again in the playoffs. So, damn you, Hawks. But like I said, this was one hell of a game. So, just another overtime loss. Ouch.
And Seattle has done it in a classic. And San Francisco suffers their first loss. Russell Wilson.
30 seconds to go inside the red zone, going in the end zone to Crabtree. Sherman breaks it up and knocks it to Malcolm Smith to wrap it up.
If the Niners want to get back to the Super Bowl, they got to beat Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. There's just no way around it. They did bounce back from this tough loss. They played the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers, and they slaughtered Green Bay 37-8. After that, they went to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson, who was having an amazing MVP year. Unfortunately, they lost this one 20-17, but it was a really good game, and this could be a Super Bowl matchup if the Niners can get past Seattle. Their next opponent is a very good New Orleans Saints team with Drew Brees. They're having a really good year, and they have the same record at 10-2. That won't be an easy game. I think they could lose this game and still have a lot of good momentum if they went out after that and beat the Falcons, Rams, and beat Seattle in Seattle. I think that'd give them a lot of good confidence going in the playoffs, and if they got a rematch with Seattle, I think they might have a chance of getting it done. I can't complain, though. I thought they were going to go 8-8 this year, so they started the season 8-0. So they blew a lot of people away. They even kind of blew me away. I didn't know it was going to be this good, so a lot of doubters did not think the Niners had it in them to go this far, so they are good, and they're back. Are they good enough to get to the big game? I don't know. We'll see. They got to get over that Seattle roadblock, and once they get through that, and then Ravens ain't going to be no easy. I really feel it'll probably be the Ravens, Niners, maybe Patriots, but I think the Ravens are right now the best team in the league, so it'd be Ravens, Niners, another down-to-the-wire game, so whew, that'd be tough to watch, but it's been a great year. It's not all about winning, but hey, winning definitely feels a lot better than the 2 wins a year seasons. I'll definitely take the 10-2 over the 2-14. But it's not all about Super Bowls. It's a family tradition to me. It's about watching a team, rooting them on, jumping up and down with family and friends, talking about the game the next day at work with friends or the next weekend with family members, and just rooting on a team and bonding together. When I was young, me and my dad were a little different. My dad liked Elvis and cars, and I liked skateboarding and rap music. So we didn't relate too much on things that we liked until we both were fans of the 49ers. So in a way, the 49ers made me and my dad best friends, which I totally cherish. And I feel he's looking down and he's happy because the Niners are back, and we're both rooting for the Niners to have a good year, and we'll see what happens. So for now, go Niners and stay faithful. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. Bye.
they're giving, cause I'm working for a living. Hey, I'm not complaining cause I really need to work, but hitting up my buddies got me feeling like a jerk. $100 car note, 200 red. I get a check on Friday, but it's already spent. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving, cause I'm working for a living. Whoa, working for a living. Whoa, taking what they're giving. Whoa, working for a living. Selling souls, rock and roll, any other game. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving, cause I'm working for a living. Working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving, cause I'm working for a living. Working for a living, living and a working.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play and the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody, but the penalty is huge. There are multiple flags.
Thinking face mask here. And there it is. Marcus Williams grabbing Kittle's mask, and he refuses to go down.
Snap is high, the kick is up, and it is good! What a win for the 49ers!